Let's understand things around us in this video. Have you ever spun a coin or made a paper boat and wondered why it moves or floats? Today we will look at toys and objects around us to find out how they work. We will play with spinners, test boats, and learn about paper and the 5 R's of waste. First, let us talk about spinning objects. Spinning means turning round and round, like a top or a coin on a table. Some things spin smoothly, and some wobble and stop quickly. Coins and bangles often spin well because they are flat and even. An eraser usually does not spin properly because it is not smooth and round. When a spinning coin slows down, it wobbles before it stops because it loses balance. If a square object spins very fast, its edges blur and it can look round. If a spinner is painted with different colors, the colors seem to mix when it turns fast. This happens because our eyes see moving colors in one blur. Other spinning things we see are ceiling fans and potter's wheels, which turn to do work. There is also the charkha, a wheel used to twist cotton into thread. Mahatma Gandhi used the charkha to support making cloth by hand. Now let us talk about floating and sinking. Float means to stay on the surface of water, and sink means to go below it. Meera and Dhruv made paper boats and watched some float and some flip over. Try this at home. Make a paper boat and float it in a bowl of water. Look carefully. Does it float straight or does it tip and sink? Whether something floats does not depend only on being heavy or light. A heavy empty bowl can float because its shape holds air and keeps water out. The shape of an object and how it traps air can help it float. Aluminium foil is a good example. A wide cup of foil can float by holding air. But if you squeeze the same foil into a tight ball, it will sink because it becomes denser. This shows that density, shape, and trapped air all matter for floating. Boats float better when their weight is balanced and their shape keeps water away from the inside. You can change a sinking object to float by changing its shape or adding pockets of air. Try making different boats and see which shapes stay steady and which tip over. Now a little about paper and the 5 R's of waste management. Paper can be made by hand or in factories by machines, and it can be colored in many ways. We should care for the environment by following the 5 R's. Refuse, reduce, reuse, repurpose, and recycle. Refuse means say no to things we do not need, so less waste is made. Reduce means use less so we make less waste and save resources. Reuse means use an item again instead of throwing it away, like using the other side of paper. Repurpose means use something in a new way, like turning old paper into a notebook cover. Recycle means make old things into new things, like making new paper from used paper. These steps help nature and keep our surroundings clean. So, what do we learn from this? We learn that movement, shape, balance, and air affect how things spin and float. We also learn to care for paper and reduce waste using the 5 R's. Let us quickly remember. Spinning objects need balance and smooth shape, and floating needs the right shape and trapped air. Try a simple test at home. Spin coins, make boats, and change shapes to see what happens. Keep exploring, be curious, and do small experiments with friends safely. Thank you for listening and keep learning more on EduRev to explore fun activities and ideas.